Time is running out for the narcissist. Think about that for a minute. Everyone, if you like the content, please like, subscribe, and share. So, Father Time keeps ticking. You're getting older, so am I. The narcissist is becoming the aging narcissist. And they know that time is running out for them. You see, this year, not only the calendar year, but the year that we figured out what narcissism was, and it could be for you, it could have been 2020, it could have been 2021, it could have been 2026, it could have been way before. This is the year of growth. This is the year of change. This is the year of positive direction for you. And when you go no contact with the narcissists, plural, beginning with the one that you're considering, that is one less person that the narcissists, plural, can feed off of. That's why you need to do your part. You need to do what is responsible on your behalf to benefit you and those loved and trusted ones around you. But not only that, but you need to do your part for humanity. Now, I'm not trying to put pressure on you. What I try my best to do, and I'm very good at it, is removing pressure from people, helping them see a way out, helping them figure out that they were trapped, helping them realize what narcissism is, and helping them realize that, yeah, everything I've ever wanted is within them. It's not within the narcissist. Everything you have ever wanted on this planet called Earth is within you. Every single thing. But when you were younger, you were probably taught otherwise. You were probably taught, find your soulmate, find the yin to your yang, the person who completes you, and the person who makes your better half and all those things. Well, think about those expressions. And then I'll tell you the better half expression. I haven't used that one ever in videos till right now. Think about that. How often would you be with the narcissist when they would be abusing you? Let's say you married the narcissist. You didn't even know what abuse was or toxicity because you were in a trauma bond, and other people would say to you something like this: oh, where's your better half? And you would chuckle and laugh and say, oh yeah, no, they're a little bit late again. They'll be there. They'll be here in a couple hours, or they got caught in traffic, or you would make an excuse for them. What you didn't know is they weren't your better half. They were your nemesis. They were your worst half. And all this nemesis and all the worst stuff, it all goes away when you go no contact. It all goes away when you find that needle in a haystack. It all goes away when you heal, and you heal properly. It all goes away when you realize that the narcissist is stuck in that constant loop that just goes around and around and around. Now, you probably have seen me do that hundreds of times over the years. I just did it again to reinforce with you that this was a narcissistic abusive relationship / cycle / period of time when you were trapped and captured by a person who was abusing you, manipulating you, blaming you, and misdirecting your purpose and your energy away from where it should have been going into where they wanted to direct it. Now, all these things, they equal what the thumbnail mentioned, that time is running out for the narcissist. The narcissist knows, yes, this exact minute, on this exact day, which is April 3rd, 2026, they know that their days are numbered. I'm not talking about maybe they have a health challenge and maybe they have a diagnosis or a prognosis that they'll only be around for a couple months or years. I'm not referring to that. I'm talking about with all of the manipulating techniques and games and tactics that they used to run the world with. They can't do what they used to do any longer. This is not hopium. This is not wishful thinking. These are cold, hard facts coming from a person, yes, me, who has the pulse on humanity, probably as good, if not better, than most people. And you may say, whoa, that's a little arrogant, that's a little rough. I'm talking about in my wheelhouse. I'm referring to when people are healing and when people are getting the message on toxic behavior and learning their strength and learning that everything is within them. I provide one-on-one sessions daily. I've been doing it for almost 5 years. I was trapped in the narcissistic abusive cycle myself for a little bit more than that. There is a beautiful hawk saying hello. Now that I'm out, and I've helped many other people get out, and I continue to create videos each and every day and pay it forward, I know during all of my life experiences, all of my shared one-on-one sessions, all the videos I've created, all the comments that I've read and posted, and all the energy that I've watched get transformed over the years, I know that there's an energetic shift taking place here right now. That is one big hawk, and he's saying, thank you for showing up, Andrew. You're welcome. Thank you for being here. But the energetic shift, it is what's taken place. It took place within me years ago. It took place within you perhaps years ago. Maybe it's happening right now. But when you go no contact and you block that person, or you don't communicate with them and you cut the four ties, the emotional, the financial, the physical, and the spiritual, as you cut those ties, or when you cut them, as I shared earlier, That's one less place that the narcissist has access to you. And as you get stronger and you heal, well, then the narcissist, wow, he's right above me now. He's about 30 feet in front of me, literally saying hi. So thank you. You are here. I love you. I appreciate it. If there ever was a question about the mountaintop of indifference and doors of abundance and doors of opportunity and doors of possibility taking place, it's right there. Thank you, my beautiful friend, the hawk. Thank you. And he just lifted one leg up to say hi. I know you can't see him, but you can hear him. And this is energy. So think about this for a quick second. And I'm giving you a sidetrack here, but I could have created this video anywhere. I picked this exact spot at this time because it felt right to me. As I started creating the video, what happened? Of course, the beautiful hawk flew in and said hello. And he or she is still up there watching over me and watching over you, saying, good job, keep doing what you're doing. I'm supporting you. And this is why the narcissist knows that their days are numbered. They know that they can't do what they used to do. Think about, I'll just take me as an example. When I was trapped in the fog, I was doing everything I could and more to put out fires that were started intentionally, deliberately, and on purpose for me to have to put out. Well, I did that. And I'm not referring to only one relationship. I'm referring to any parasitical creature, i.e. narcissist, that had me captured and trapped in their web. Maybe it was for a summer when I was caddying. Maybe it was for a season when I was delivering newspapers when I was younger. Maybe it was a ex-girlfriend in high school who was stringing me along. I don't know. And I'm not by any means saying everybody's the narcissist, anything but. What I'm saying is when you do your part and you heal and heal properly, this is when you can literally take a class. You can teach a class. You can read a book. You can write a book. You can stand in the middle of the Carolina woods like I am creating a video and saying hi to the beautiful hawk that is right above me directly. And before I close the video, if he or she is still there, I will take a shot and show you. But having said that, you can do what you want. Now, when you're trapped and captured in a narcissistic abusive cycle, you can't do anything you want. You have an endless to-do list that is given to you multiple times a day. You have to check in with your abuser dozens of times a day. You're being sleep deprived, parental alienated. You're being parented, not co-parenting. You're being financially abused. You're not being anything other than taken for granted and punished for being you. These are all things that equal the narcissistic abusive cycle. And whereas in the past, many of us didn't know what narcissism was, and an awful lot of us do these days, whereas in the past, we would continue to help other people out, even though it was detrimental to our existence and our future. Now we don't do that. Now many of us have a one-strike rule. Yeah, not 3 strikes like baseball. 1 strike and you are out, because there are 8.3 billion people on the planet. And if there's somebody who you are engaging with or interacting with and they show you a couple red flags and it's consistent, well, hasta la vista, no mas, don't need you, goodbye. And you don't tell them, you don't call them out, you don't explain, you just politely remove yourself. And that's what you had to do, not politely, but you had to either remove yourself or be removed from the narcissistic relationship, because the narcissist did their best to burn you out. They took everything they could from you, and they didn't think that there was anything left in the tank for you to be able to put yourself back together. But that's what you've done. You're putting yourself back together. And as you're doing that and getting stronger, what's happening? The narcissist has one less place to try to steal energy or attention from or supply. And as you do your part and I do my part, well, there are 2 people. And then it goes on, and eventually this will be eradicated. It won't happen in my lifetime, at least I don't see that happening, but maybe it will. Any way you cut it, you have to do what's best for you, which is go no contact, block that person, delete them, remove them and all flying monkeys and people associated with them. If not now, when? If you've identified that someone's toxic and they still have access to you, you really need to take a close, hard look at why you're allowing them access to you. Now, again, I understand that not everybody's circumstances or situation is the same. We are all different. We all have unique moving parts. So maybe today you can't do anything. Maybe you can move apart tomorrow. Meaning, maybe you can't begin removing yourself from the narcissist or beginning to develop, create, and execute your exit plan. Maybe you can do it tomorrow. Maybe you can do it in a couple weeks. You will know when the time is right. But I will tell you this. The longer people are trapped in narcissistic abusive cycles, whether they know it or not, the more damage is done. Think about what verbal abuse is. Verbal abuse is something that I can assure you you experienced over and over and over again, and you probably became accustomed to it. Whereas in the past, let's say that the narcissist, the first time they really threw a rage fit on you, let's say that maybe they threw a bunch of F-bombs and smashed things or threw something on the ground or whatever. And the first time that happened and you were around, unfortunately, you were probably shocked. You couldn't believe that an adult could behave that way. Well, I couldn't either when I saw that, but then I saw it over and over and over again. And what happens? You get conditioned. You get used to it. You expect it after a while. But what else do? You tolerate it. And instead of standing up for this is when you're trapped in the narcissistic abusive cycle. Instead of standing up for yourself and saying, hey, what are you doing? What's going on here? Because you've tried that hundreds of times before and it never worked. What did you do when you were in the relationship as it got worse and worse and worse? You would try your best to calm the narcissist down. You would do your best to try to work with them and appease them and tell them essentially it was going to be okay and you're going to do what you had to do or whatever it would be. Basically, you were doing what they wanted you to do. And they knew that. That's why once you get the wisdom, you need to go no contact and block that person and need to understand you shouldn't be doing anything for anybody and you shouldn't be being controlled. Nobody should have access to you that you don't want to have access to you. And you need to remember that the narcissist's time, their days are numbered. They are literally numbered. I'm going to say it one more time and I'll close the video. Way back when the narcissist was doing whatever they were doing on the planet, before before the smartphone and before the internet, the human race was oblivious as to what was going on. And we, people, were doing whatever we could do to help out the abuser or to make excuses for them or to turn a blind eye. Those days are long over, people. They're finished. They're not coming back anytime soon. As a matter of fact, they're not coming back ever. You need to get with the times. The year 2026, we're now in the 4th month, almost on the 4th day. And what that means is you need to have boundaries and you need to understand that not everything on the planet is how it appears to be. You need to learn to control what you can control. You need to not overshare information and you need to understand that you're the priority. You come first, second, third, and the narcissist will get what's coming to them. They will get every single thing that's coming to them because people are watching and a lot more than human beings are watching. And on top of that, wow, he's gone or she's gone to a different place. Thank you for stopping in. That's to you and to my beautiful friend, the hawk. But what I'm sharing with you is that the narcissist knows that their days are numbered and there's nothing they can do about that. So what they want to do, i.e. the narcissist, is they want to continue to stay busy. They want to continue to be on the go, because the narcissist can't sit still. And what they want to do is try to continue to play whack-a-mole with different people that they have on the string or on the hook at any one period of time. Well, you're not any of those pieces being whacked on the whack-a-mole machine. If you want the truth, if you've gone no contact, you are probably the person who is whacking the whack-a-mole, trying to put out all the fires to keep that parasite away from you. Well, what the narcissist was doing when you were in the relationship was something similar. They weren't trying to keep you away from them, although maybe, but what they were trying to do was continue to juggle as many people on that hamster wheel of abuse as they possibly could in the circus of toxicity. Remember, the narcissist is nothing but a clown. This is nothing but a big clown show, but it affected your life. It derailed your life. It made your life change the trajectory of the direction it was going in. Now that was then, this is now. You need to understand that circus, the big top, the pony, the dog and pony show, whatever it's called, the pony and horse show, whatever the thing is called, it's still going on. Thing is, you're not in it. You're not buying a ticket to the audience. You're not on center stage. You have nothing to do with those people any longer. That's a good thing. But the show must go on. The show will go on. I'm referring to with the narcissist because these people can't change. And if they don't have supply, it will be a very, very cold day in hell for them. But you know what? They've already gone through periods of time without supply, like when their battery dies and they're stuck up in a cabin and the new supply has taken the car and disappeared and ghosted them because the new supply figured out that they were cheating on you with the new supply. And there's on and on and on. Drama, chaos, confusion, stories, manipulation, and toxicity. But it's all the narcissists. It's not yours. You were captured. You were trapped. You were hooked, you were hoodwinked, and you were manipulated for a period of time, which was the length of the relationship. You're out. When you're out, you need to stay out. And you need to remember, there's no room for you or for myself to call out the narcissist, to be vindictive, to sit around and stew and wait for them to get what's coming to them, to wait for the karma. You shouldn't be doing any of that. You should know that the narcissist gets or will get what's coming to them eventually. They may get it, what's coming to them tonight. Maybe it's tomorrow. Maybe it's over the weekend. Maybe it's in the future. I can't tell you, but it won't come at the hands of you or at the hands of a human being. It will come at the hands of a power much greater than the human being. Remember, we are all energy. We all are energy. And the narcissist cannot go through life like a bull in a china shop, continuing to try to destroy people's hopes, dreams, aspirations, relationships, hobbies, goals, money, health, and more without there being a big price to pay. And they know that. The thing is, way back when, I'll just use the 6 years ago, the narcissist was sitting in their underworld laughing with all the skulls around them and sitting around, and that's a little graphic, but you get my point. In the underworld, the low vibrational quagmire state, and they're laughing, saying, wow, I can get supply whenever I want. This is just too easy. It's like shooting fish in a barrel, and I love fish, by the way. I'm just giving you an example. Well, now what are they doing? They're still in the underworld, but they're scrambling. They're burning up their own energy because they don't have access to you. See what I'm saying? That's why you need to do your part. You need to close the chapter of the book on the narcissist once and forever. The narcissist will never change. They won't introspect. They won't be accountable. And they will never, and I mean never, ever improve. They will only get worse over time. So everyone, that's the video. I hope you liked it. I loved doing it from the beautiful Carolinas. This is Andrew. Namaste. Have a great afternoon, evening, or morning, no matter where you are on the planet. You are not alone. I love you all, and I'll talk with you tomorrow. A couple things. One, understand something. Time is running out for the narcissist. Number two, do they know it? Yes, they really do know it. Number three, you may say, how do you know that the narcissist knows time's running out? It's because they've always known it. It's just that we didn't know it until recently, because we, meaning the collective, the people who were trapped and abused and taken advantage of at the hands of the parasitical creature, the narcissist. As we have improved, they have deteriorated and gotten worse. And I have the opportunity, the luxury, the privilege of watching people grow over time. And I am one of the people. If you look at my first video ever, I've shared this recently a bunch of times, called Glad You Made It, that was posted March 31st, 2021. Then you watch the video I created a couple nights ago, Glad You Made It in 2026. You'll see the growth that I've undertaken, that I've gone through. Well, it's not just in me, it's in you. It's in the community. And as we get stronger, our voices now have a ripple effect, an echo effect, to help elevate other people who were trapped. The light is winning, people. The dark, their days are numbered. They know it. I know it. And now you know it. I love you all, and I'll talk with you tomorrow. Bye, everybody. Bye.